Welcome back into the National Basketball Performance Centre here in Manchester. It's the Under-15 Home Nations Tournament weekend. And we're getting ready for the England boys against the Ireland boys here on court 2. Over on court 1, it's the Scottish boys against the Wales boys. As the teams come out on court, Kaz Bullock here alongside Isha Nair. And we're going to be with you throughout the game right here on Court 1. You can catch all the action from the weekend live on the Basketball England YouTube channel. So make sure to like and subscribe. We've got 12 games across the weekend, loads of basketball for you, loads of great young talent out there on display. And Isha, we've already had 2 fantastic games so far this morning. We've had the England girls playing the Ireland girls and the Scottish girls playing the Wales girls.
Yeah, it's been a great morning of action. I mean, there's been some crazy stat lines, been some great performances. We've seen teams improve already. I mean, it's only been, I don't know, what time did we start? 9:30?
Yeah.
It's only been like, not even been 3 hours yet. We've already seen people improve so much, the team, so it's going to be a really interesting weekend, and it'll be great to see how they go on.
Yeah, we spoke about it a lot in the opening game, but this is you mentioned it, a learning experience for players out there, for coaches out there. This is a chance as well for GB coaches to see players from the home nations out here in one place as they look to, you know, develop talent through the age groups.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we already spoke before. I mean, how many of the girls on that England team have we already seen play for England in these tournaments before? So it's great to see these girls going with each other through the age groups, and hopefully they just continue to do so.
So we're about 4 minutes away from tip-off. And we will have the England boys against the Ireland boys here on court 2 at the National Basketball Performance Centre. We've got a really good crowd building. We've got a very vocal Irish contingent behind us as well as we did for the girls' game. Lots of Scottish flags, lots of Welsh flags and England flags. And it's great to see as well the support, isn't it, for people to come out, supporting their home nations team in this environment out here in a great venue like the National Basketball Performance Centre.
Yeah, it really is. And as well, just because some of them are so young. I mean, they're only under 15s, they are still kids, really. So just to be able to have all that support from a young age is really great. And it'll just encourage them to keep going and just keep going further.
And there's players that we're going to have seen out on court. If anybody was watching the Junior Final Fours recently, that was here in Manchester, we're going to see players that we've seen out there playing for their National League teams, but also you're going to have players that were maybe playing against each other at Junior Final Fours throughout the season who are now on the same team.
Yeah, we spoke about that a lot as well earlier on today. A lot of these players, they've not played together before. The only time they would have actually experienced being on each other's teams maybe in training camps, but even then that wasn't really for that long. It might have been a couple of days. So new experience, new environment, also just new teammates. So it is a big challenge, but something that if these players are going to continue to perform at an international stage, on international level, something they're going to have to get used to. So it's interesting to see how they adjust, how they come out, also how they adjust through the game, because I mean we saw with that Ireland team before, the Ireland girls team, I mean they came out, I'm not going to say they came out bad, but the way they came out versus the way they finished, I mean they finished much stronger. So
like a completely perfect example of how they adjusted at half time and came out and were able to like make those adjustments in game, as you were saying, because the teams as well, they don't have to wait a long time between games. There's going to be teams playing 2 games today, they've got games tomorrow. But it's that learning opportunity to learn on court in a real life environment, playing against a high level of talent. And Ireland, they did that as they needed to do.
They really did. And I mean, so many positives to take from that game. And just through this whole weekend, there's a lot of positive things that players should take, and they should just take it as a learning opportunity, because not many times that you're going to be able to get to compete on such a high stage, against such a high level, high standard of players. Yeah, sorry, lost my train of thought there. Just
fist bumping the ref. So it's got some powerful fist bumps.
Yeah,
as well.
Referee Ben Hutchinson there giving the nice strong fist bump.
So if we take a look at the starting fives for both teams, for England, it will be Dylan Amin, Tomas Marcinkus, Ayomide Ajayi, Emilis Kaminskas, and Elijah Imebabore. And for Ireland, Sean O'Leary Griffin, Conor Portito, Liam Brazil, Prince Ihema, and Oliver Eteri. Now, I want you to keep an eye out for Oliver Eteri playing out there for Ireland. 6'3". He was named to the 19-player Ireland under-16 squad this year. A really strong presence inside. He's gonna be someone that the England team need to try and keep an eye on.
Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, I don't think as well, there's like, you kind of have to watch out for the whole team, because like that Ireland team before, there's a lot of players who came off the bench, who came out really strong force. So yeah, it'll be a really interesting game to see who's using this opportunity to shine on the biggest stage.
I mean, coming off the bench for Ireland, Claudia Brent had a huge game, 13 rebounds, I think it was.
Yeah, ridiculous like that.
And it's because as well, so these are the top players at their level, and the depth of talent coaches are going to have on their bench is huge.
It really is, and they're just proving why they've been selected on these squads to perform and be out here today.
So teams coming out on court, England playing in white and Ireland in green. So for the tip, it will be Ayomide Ajayi for England and Oliver Eteri for Ireland. And we spoke about 6'3" Oliver Eteri, but Ayomide Ajayi has some height on him there.
Yeah, he certainly does. It'll be a really good matchup, that.
As ball's up and we're underway, and first possession will go with England, as ball wasn't tipped to anyone, and you can't catch, if you're the jump ball person, you can't tip it to yourself, for anyone that might not be aware of that. So England get the first possession. Amin. Imavabore inside, gets the whistle on the play. He's going to go to the foul line.
Yeah, I mean, straight away having an impact. Elijah Imavabore, just that nice little drop step baseline there.
Imavabore playing for the London Legends this season. He was representing them at Junior Final Fours at the under-14 level just earlier this month, named to the All-Star 5 team. Had 20 points and 25.5 rebounds. That's outrageous.
Yeah, it really is.
As gets England on the scoreboard. An Ireland ball. Ihema driving to the basket. Shots blocked, and it will be England ball.
Yeah, I mean, O'Leary Griffin did a good job there getting to the basket, but I mean, the height of Ayomide Ajayi, he's just a presence, as you like to describe. It's going to be really difficult to get a shot up over that 6'7" guy, honestly.
As Amin racing down the court, draws a foul from Ireland. And it will be England ball from the sideline. Ajayi with the inbounds. Amin passing inside. Can't get the roll on the shot. Rebound for Ajayi.
They're definitely going to have to box out this game, or the score could.
Marcinkus. Ajayi to Amin in the corner, time winding down. Not going to drop. Ireland will get the ball.
But yeah, I mean, Ireland are definitely undersized compared to this England team. I mean, we did say about 6'3" Oliver Eteri, but this whole England squad is quite tall. So if they don't get a body on a man every time the shot goes up, the rebounding battle is going to be really one-sided.
Eteri spinning inside, pulls up mid-range, is short, saved in. will go to England, though, as Kaminskas takes it to the basket, gets the whistle, but Prince Iheme at the other end, diving in the air to save the ball.
Yeah,
didn't come up with Ireland possession, but you love the hustle.
Yeah, you do love to see that. But that's why sometimes you might just leave it. I mean, if you know you're not going to secure it. But again, learning curve, isn't it?
As Emilas Kaminskas at the foul line for 2. Playing for the Essex Charge this season. He's been playing EYBL, where he's been averaging 15 points and 9.6 rebounds. As the second one's good. 3-0 England leads. Ettore works against him over Bore. Ettore looking for some space.
Oh, nice.
Great pass back. Finishes with the reverse under the hoop. And Prince Iheme with a great pass there to set his teammate up.
That was a lovely touch pass there from Prince Iheme. I mean, if we see more of that today, some unselfish basketball, it'll be a really good game.
Marcinkus. Ajayi inside, ball's gonna go. Jump ball, Paul, so Ireland possession. Over on court 1, we've got an 8-6 lead for Scotland over the Wales boys.
Yeah, some tight score lines to start off these games.
So England possession. Marcinkus finds Amin. Ajayi. Tight defense from Ettore. As Amin with time running down, 3 seconds, kicks it out. Picked up by Brazil and intercepted by Kaminskas. Racing down the court for England. Kaminskas taking it inside, met by the Ireland defense. Potito taking it to the basket, just off the rim.
Yeah, lucky to not get that one to fall, but he's just racing up the floor, able to get there, so.
I mean, time to line up the shot, in and out, unlucky for that not to drop.
Got Ege Chakmakai checking in for the first time for England.
And for Ireland, Joey Kelly in for the first time as Leon Brazil takes a seat.
I mean, we spoke about it earlier, but teams will look to do quite frequent subs in this because, like we said, it's a chance to showcase talent, chance for players to get better.
You're trying out different rotations as well,
yeah,
so
exactly.
who works well together. Ettore from the elbow, off the back iron. Remember, Bore leading the charge for England, going to take it coast to coast. Iheme out to O'Leary Griffin. Kelly. Kelly, step back, three's up. And England back on the attack. And nothing but net. Remember, Bore showing out here.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have been any more perfect if he tried that one. Perfect swish.
Kelly to Potito. Oh, dishes inside. Ettore doesn't get the shot. But again, great ball movement from Ireland. We've seen it for the first 4 minutes or so of this game, and we saw it with the girls team earlier as well. They move the ball very well.
Yeah, they do. I mean, we've seen some great ball movement so far, but not only is it ball movement, it's also the movement off the ball. Like, we see so many cuts from Ireland. We saw before that nice little touch pass from Yvan Boré. Just then, who was it? Apologies. Oliver Ettori, just then we see him curling round and that nice little dump-off pass. But it's also it's not just the movement with the ball, it's movement off the ball. And if Ireland keep that up, England, their defence is clearly miscommunication there, something they'll need to work on. But they're going to keep getting good scores at the basket if they keep doing that. It's reacting to what everyone else is doing instead of just moving for the sake of moving.
That's exactly it, and being able to read and see what the defence gives you.
I think there was a lane violation there potentially. Or did they only shoot one shot? One of the two.
They had to. But yeah, lane violation, so Ireland will take the second. Take the second again. So it's a 6-2 lead for England over Ireland here in the first quarter. As Oliver Ettori at the line for Ireland. 2 points for Ettori so far as he retakes the free throw. And off the front of the rim, tipped into the hands of England. Marcinkus. Akmakaya. Back to Marcinkus. Looking for some space, and Ettori forces the turnover.
Yeah, great pressure from Ireland there.
Ireland moving the ball out on the outside. Ettori, three won't fall. Kaminskas has it for England. Kakmakaya. Back to Kaminskas, ball's tipped out of bounds, going to stay England ball, still 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, Ireland are putting a lot of pressure on the moment. I mean, we've seen it a few times there. England, they're doing a little handoff and then trying to set a screen, but just the Ireland players are currently on the same page defensively, so they're able to put on that pressure, not give them any space to try and drive or to roll. And they're just getting little touches.
We'll see James Beleni and Mani Onwunemi in for England, getting their first minutes of the game, and for Ireland, Jamie Connor checks in. So, England ball. Kakmakaya into Beleni. Beleni on the baseline, fighting his way inside. Doesn't go, in Ireland racing back down the court.
Oh, another great cut.
And that's...
Go on.
So I was going to say, that's what we spoke about in the first game, so it's kind of learning as well where you're going to be able to cut to, where your teammate's going to pass the ball to, and teammates learning where they like to receive the ball.
Yeah, but I was going to say, so what we've seen from Ireland so far, it's been great because they're running for the fast break, but they're reading, they know that they need to slow it down, and when they are slowing it down, they are getting offenses off it.
And a great step through there from Timi Babalola into the game for the first time. As Kakmakaya looked to come up with a steal, was fouled. And refs will just confirm the call. And we've got under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. So unsportsmanlike is called. So an unsportsmanlike will give England shots and possession, and that the call there is because there's no play at the ball.
Yeah, he was just kind of behind him, kind of just grabbed his arm. I mean, it was unintentional, but they have to call it. So yeah, it will be one shot and then possession, but only because England had possession when it was called.
So two shots for the unsportsmanlike.
Oh, is it two?
Yeah, two. Technicals one. So Kaklakaya at the line, playing his basketball for the Manchester Magic. Gets the shot to go. He was representing England under 14 at the Future Stars International Tournament last year. Had a big game against London United in the group stage. We had 14 points and 8 rebounds. So England basketball. Onwinemi. Kaklakaya, hands off to Kaminskas. Kaminskas takes it to the basket, met in the air by Prince Ihema.
I was going to say, it was a great move. He moved really quickly, but Prince Ihema, his impact on the game so far has been great. But out there is, again, Ireland's defensive pressure, just forcing that 24-second violation. There's been a few times where they've got tips, and it's just running the shot clock down, forcing England to reset their offense and try and come up with something in a shorter amount of time.
Foul called against England. Sideline ball for Ireland. As Dylan Amin back into the game for England. So Joey Kelly will take it for Ireland from the sideline. It's a 9-2 lead for England over Ireland here in the first quarter. Kelly gets it back. Kelly from deep, too strong. Amin with the rebound. Onwinemi hanging in the air, kicks it out to the corner, and Kaklakaya in the corner, drains a three. And we'll have a timeout called by Ireland as England go up by 10 here in the first quarter. 4:20 to play.
Yeah, I mean, from both sides so far, we've seen some really unselfish basketball. Just then, we've seen so many times it's been fast breaks. Instead of taking the shot, they've been kicking it out to their teammate. But I would say we've been seeing that from both sides. Ireland just not been able to take the lid off. They have been really good defensive pressure, though. But the game could still go either way. 10 points now. I mean, head coach Gareth O'Reilly's probably done the right thing to take a timeout just to kind of regroup. But they've been doing a lot of things well. But there is also a lot of things to work on.
And we've spoken about it before, but like half the battle, isn't it, is getting into those positions to get good shots and get good looks, which is what they've got. It's at this level as well. You'll hear us talk about it all weekend for anybody watching, but it's a learning experience. And at this age, under 15s, you are not going to make every single shot. Nobody at the senior level makes every single shot.
Exactly.
So it's a whole learning curve for players. Which way can I go? Does going left work for me? Things like that, being able to play against a high level of competition. Yeah,
exactly, and especially this Ireland team, looking at them matching up against England. This England team is a lot taller than Ireland, so they're going to have to find ways to adapt to that as well. Trying to score, finish around taller players. Are they going to go through the contact? Are they going to try and go around? But we'll see what happens today. I mean, we've got ages to play. At 34 minutes is a long time.
Loads of time left, and that in itself is something that you speak about. Players may not have come up against maybe 6-7 players before, or they might have one player on a team, but you might not have a team full of bigs that you have to go up against. So, and that's part of the coaching battle as well, isn't it? Yeah,
exactly. That's why it's just great to have things like this so people can play against different talent, different types of players, and just different structures, really.
Definitely. So back out on the court, it's Ireland ball. Murray. Kelly, and hits! And a big three there from Joey Kelly, straight out of the timeout.
Yeah, one bounce, just shot the ball, lovely shot that.
Onwinemi answers with a bank shot for England. Kelly. Murray. Connor has it, spinning. Murray, 4 seconds on the clock, high off the glass and in. That's a tough move and really timed that to perfection.
Yeah, that was a great finish. I mean, over a taller defender, James Balleny, I mean, if you've never seen him in person, he is a tall guy, his wingspan's large. Just being able to get it so high off the glass, being so soft, that is an amazing finish.
I mean, chases down the loose ball. Kaminskas, 7 seconds. Pass is intercepted by Foley. And Ireland have possession. Kelly. And fouls called on the floor. That'll be the 3rd team foul against England. As we'll see a substitution for Ireland. Enas Milutinas will get his first minutes of the game. And Connor Petito heads to the bench.
Let's see what Ireland do here out of the end line play.
Milutinas dishes underneath the basket, finished by Foley.
Yeah, talk about an instant impact.
A timeout is called, and the Ireland bench are pumped.
As they should be. That's what you need, especially in tournaments like this. You know, again, we've said it so many times. Players are not used to being with. So, do you know what I mean? You've got the common interest. The common interest to win the game is to play well. So, just carrying that throughout. But I mean, Militin, as soon as he subbed in, he's had that instant impact. Drew the defenders in. Nice little jump off to Luke Foley, and then that nice little finish, forcing England to call that timeout.
So it's a 14-9 for England lead for England over Ireland. Ireland in just a minute and a half since that last timeout have just added 7 points on the board.
Yeah, it's great to see.
And over on the other court, on court one, Scotland have a 16-13 lead over Wales boys. And for Scotland, Nino Sather has 4 points, 4 rebounds and 4 steals in the first quarter.
I mean, we spoke about crazy steal stat lines this season. They just keep going.
So teams back out on court, 2:47 to play in the first quarter. Let's see if England can slow down that Ireland run. Ruben Constance into the game for England for the first time after that timeout. Amin driving, dishes to Belaney underneath the basket.
There's another nice little example of some great ball movement there. Unselfish basketball.
And a deep three from Joey Kelly.
I mean, you can't argue with that. Hand down, man down. Second three of the game from him.
And Kelly, playing for St Mary's Basketball Club this season, 6 points for him, pulls Ireland back within 4. As England are at the line for 2. Mani Onwunemi at the stripe. And Onwunemi playing his basketball for the Milton Keynes Breakers this season, came up through the Breakers under 14s. Gets his first free throw to go. He was at the GB under 16 combine in January and out with the England under 14s team last year. So he's got that experience as he banks in the second free throw. Onwunemi up to 4 points personal. Murray. Connor. Into Foley, and that'll be a basket interference call, so basket's good.
I mean, again, great from Luke Foley to get the shot off. Great effort from James Ballaney to try and pin the ball, but I mean, it's unfortunate I get called for that. But you'd rather him going after it than just leaving it.
Exactly.
So, as a coach, you can live with that.
Kakmakaya, hands off to Amin, three's up, won't go. 4-point England lead. Milutinas to Foley. Foley driving baseline. Milutinas with a short floater. Doesn't go, but that's, you see the defense going straight down on the baseline to Foley. Leaves Milutinas open.
Yeah, it was a great pass to be able to get that off when there's so many defenders in the way. It's pretty great.
Murray. Finds space, goes through and gonna go to the foul line for 2. And James Murray doing a really good job sorry, Conor Murray,
yeah.
doing a really good job creating space for himself, finding that open lane, is rewarded with 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, he really is, because when he is at the top, then obviously we saw he was looking for the player in the corner to kind of come up and give a handoff or something, but when he's bounced the ball, he's not just stood on the spot, he's ready to go at any moment. So it keeps the defender on edge on his back, on the back foot. Just then to that, made that quick crossover, and he's able to get through. Even though he wasn't able to finish, I mean, he drew both defenders in, forcing the foul, obviously, and drawing the foul. And again, we spoke about it so many times today. I mean, the game earlier, how many drawn fouls have you seen? Crazy number. So
Tyra Smith was just was getting all the whistles because she's using what she knows to get inside. So
exactly, and then to be able to draw fouls against a taller defender as well without getting blocked is really admirable.
Murray up to 4 points personal after the free throws, cuts the lead down to 2 as Onwunemi drops it in the basket.
Yeah, great display of athleticism there. He really got up there. Looked like he was about to dunk that.
Kelly. Milutinas, and a jump ball called. Possession arrow is with England. Ajayi to Constance. Onwunemi into Ajayi. Ajayi triple teamed. As Murray has it for Ireland, going to take it coast to coast. And fouled on the shot, so Conor Murray goes back to the foul line.
Yeah, Conor Murray is leading the charge at the moment.
Playing under 15s for Templeogue this season. 4 points and a rebound so far. Goes back to the foul line. A chance to cut into this 4-point England lead. As first shot bounces out. And second's good, 1 of 2 from the line, takes him up to 5 points. Leads down to a single possession for England. Constance going all the way! And Ruben Constance gets his first points of the game.
Conor Murray is quick to answer back there then.
And just back and forth basketball as Onwunemi called for the offensive foul. And Ireland will have possession with 13.2 seconds in the quarter. They can hold for the last shot.
Yeah, Onwunemi maybe just got a little bit too excited there, but nevertheless, we've seen him get through already today. He is a powerful player. He's able to get through and really use his size to his advantage.
Murray looks to get it over the halfway line. 8 seconds. Conor, long three. Offensive rebound as Murray turns and fires, can't get it to go. But at the end of the first quarter, it's a 22-19 lead for England over Ireland. A really back and forth first quarter, Isha.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great game so far, but Conor Murray for Ireland at the moment, he really is just leading the team all the way. If he's not getting to the free throw line, if he's not finishing, he's able to dump it off to his team. He's finding the open players. Also, Joey Kelly, some great shooting so far.
Absolutely, Joey Kelly, 2 of 4 from behind the three-point line for 6 points. Conor Murray, you mentioned him before, 7 points and a rebound. He's a +1 in a game that Ireland are down by 3, so that shows his impact out on the floor.
Yeah, especially him, and also Milutinas as well. He is on +4, and you can just see the instant impact they had. As soon as he subbed on, he drove wide open drive, dumped it off, got a score, and you saw the bench got so riled up. And that's what you want in these games. You want them plays where the team is going to get going, because once the momentum's with the team, it kind of carries you the way through. So if you know what I mean, if the bench is loud, if the bench is behind you, you just carry it into the game.
And they've got a lot of good crowd support here from the Irish fans with flags cheering, making noise.
But yeah, it's been great so far. Some really great performances. And then looking at England as well, I mean, no disrespect to them, they've had some good performances. We've got Ivan Bore, 5 points, he's done pretty good, and also 4 rebounds, so pretty decent performance there.
Off the bench, Mani Onwunemi with 6 points and an assist for him. He is shooting 100% from the field. 2 of 2 from the field and 2 of 2 from the foul line. That's exactly what coaches are going to want to see from Onwunemi.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's take a look over on court 1 between Scotland and Wales boys. It's a 19-14 lead for Scotland at the moment, and they're in the second quarter. Nino Sather leading the way with 4 points, 4 rebounds and 5 steals. He's picked up another one since we last looked.
Yeah.
And for Wales boys, off the bench, Matt Hughes, 4 points and 2 rebounds.
Let's see if anyone can beat him. So what's the day high so far steals? Mojan Malik's 10 steals, triple-double. Let's see if anyone can beat that.
Triple-double. So Mojan Malik in game 1 for the England girls against the Ireland girls. 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 steals.
20 points.
Emma Habashir had 9 steals for Scotland. So I'm looking forward to the battle between those two in the game that's coming up at 3 o'clock between England girls and Scotland girls.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good matchup.
Steals everywhere.
Literally. But it also depends on the turnovers. I mean, if teams don't turn the ball up, there won't be any steals. But then I guess if it's a steal, it is a turnover, isn't it?
Not always. Yeah, no, it is. If it's a steal, it's yeah. We're not awake yet, are we, Isha?
No. I mean, it's only 1 o'clock. Why would we be awake?
So back out on court ready for the second quarter. England with a 3-point lead here over Ireland. And it's Ireland ball, so they've got a chance to tie on this possession. And hey, Joey Kelly's out there, and he's been hitting from 3, so potential chance to tie if that's the way that Ireland look to go. O'Sullivan, this is his first minutes on court, takes it to the basket, and travel called, so England will get the ball back. Takakaya works against Zettery, hands off. Onwunemi taking it to the basket, too strong. Picked out by Martinkus and throws it down. Imama Bore.
Yeah, and that's one way to rile up your bench.
Ball's loose, picked up by England. Onwunemi off the rim. Milutinas racing down the court, 1-on-2, and gets the whistle. You could see Milutinas there. You could see his defender was up ahead of him, just paused long enough to know that he was going to be able to draw that foul.
Yeah, we've spoken about it a lot today, but especially against, I mean, playing against a taller defender, trying to get up a shot over them, it's kind of just trying to figure out the best way to go about it. Because, I mean, Ege Mackay, he's a tall guy himself. It's tempting as well for a taller player because, I mean, all you really have to do is stand up straight, but it's so tempting to bring your arms down and try and get a block. That's what he did then. And because Milutinas, he just kind of held it for a little bit. Now he's at the line.
And the first one doesn't fall. Playing under 15 for the Titans this season, who won the Cup final against Moycullen in April. So Milutinas will take the free throw again. That's a lane violation. And Milutinas named second-year MVP at the Marist College Basketball Awards this year. Gets the free throw. And his first points of the game. Levant Cham checks in for England. And it's a 4-point game, 24-20. Martinkus, and whistle on the floor. That'll go against Ireland. So England ball from the sideline. Cham. O'Leary Griffin for Ireland. England with the rebound, pushing the pace. Cham. Babalola over to Onwunemi. Onwunemi has space, up and under. Doesn't get it to fall. England get the rebound and another chance as Onwunemi drives, kicks it out. Milutinas is there to take the ball up the court.
Yeah, one of the teams just needs to kind of slow the game down a little bit right now. It is very back and forwards, a bit of headless chickens-esque, I was going to say.
It's a 4-point England lead. Ettore looks to pass out. Cham. And foul called against Ireland, so England will get the ball from the sideline.
Yeah, in a way that you can, it's a good foul because it's stopping England from getting that fast break. It's forcing them to set something up. Ireland can actually get back on defense and, yeah, just play its that defense now.
And a substitution for Ireland as Luke Foley back into the game. Prince Ihema takes a seat. So England ball, Cham. Marcinkus underneath the hoop. And Marcinkus gets his first points of the game, puts the lead up to 6. O'Leary Griffin looking for some help. Ettore's there. Ettore on the baseline, finds a way, lays it in.
Yeah, no one there. Big miscommunication there from the England defense.
Babalola out to Kaminskas. Cham spinning inside. Marcinkus scoops it up. And Tomas Marcinkus going to go to the foul line for 2.
Yeah, good job to draw the foul there.
It's a 4-point England lead as Liam Brazil subs in for Ireland. Marcinkus with 2 points, an assist and a steal so far for England. He was here for the Junior Final Fours earlier this month, where he was playing under-16s for the London Stars, and they won the under-16 level. They also won the National Cup back in January.
Yep, completed the double.
As the first free throw doesn't fall. But it does help as well, doesn't it, for some players having that experience. So players like Tomas Marcinkus has been here, been on this stage, been in this venue. He knows what the rims are like, he knows what the court's like, he knows what it's like to play in front of like a large, noisy crowd. And that can really help, can't you, when you're prepared? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, we spoke about this with the girls' game prior to this one. It is a big thing. It's a different environment, different players. Some people won't be used to the crowd. They won't be used to playing on glass backboards. It can be really hard change to adapt to. A good finish there from O'Leary Griffin. But yeah, taking that time to adjust. I mean, we saw with the Ireland girls game, first quarter they were a little bit slow, but after that, when they settled into the game, then it was okay. So the first game can be an interesting one whilst players are all settling in.
Absolutely, as Babalola cleans up on the glass for England. Puts the lead back up to 4. O'Leary Griffin. Again, that baseline drive. Space from the elbow for Foley. And Ireland are finding that cut on the baseline, drawing the defenders in and leaves a player open, like Foley there.
Yeah, every time. And I mean, that's more on England's part. They need to talk more on defense, because if someone is going to go on the baseline play, they can't leave someone open like that.
Milutinas parrying his way to the basket. Shot doesn't fall. O'Leary Griffin with the offensive board, can't finish, but we'll have a timeout called by England head coach Charlie Haynes. Wants to talk it over with his team, but the Ireland crowd and bench are pumped. It's a 2-point game.
Yeah, I mean, that shot just to cut it down. If they continue like this, it could go either way, the game. I mean, there's plenty of time left, but the way each team's playing, Ireland, they've not given up. They are Their ball movement is probably better than the England one at the moment, I'd say. They are finding the cuts, they're moving better off the ball, whereas England are moving the ball around. They're not necessarily moving about when the ball's being moved about. They're quite static, but Ireland, they are finding them cuts. It's that baseline drive at the moment that is killing the England defense. They're just not able to guard the person who's coming up to kind of free throw line area, or the person who's cutting in, getting that nice little floater. So either someone needs to help the helper, or they just need to talk it and switch it. But this time out, much needed. They probably will be discussing that, because most of Ireland's scores have come off that miscommunication. But all credit to Ireland for getting that cut in the first place and be able to read the defense and getting them shots off.
And for Ireland, so leading the way, it's Conor Murray off the bench with 7 points and a rebound. Joey Kelly and Luke Foley also off the bench, 6 points each. And for England, Elijah Imebabore, 7 points and 5 rebounds leading the way, and Mani Onwunemi off the bench with 6 points and a rebound. So teams coming back out on court, just under 6 minutes to play here in the first half.
Yeah, considering that there's not been that many fouls, it's been quite a long game. So the court is on 2 minutes, we're still on 5 minutes, only just under 6 minutes really. But
Imebabore spinning, hanging in the air, count it, and the foul. A tough move from Imebabore, gonna go to the foul line for a chance at a 3-point play.
yeah, that is a tough finish. Just being able to muscle his way through, using his size to advantage. Ireland just unable to put on enough pressure really. But there's only so much you can do against someone as powerful as him.
Enas Milutinas takes a seat as Connor Potito checks in for Ireland. So Elijah Imebabore at the foul line and nails it. Imebabore up to double figures, 10 points for him. Brazil. And can't get it to go.
Nice move there.
And Brazil following his shot, forcing the jump ball. Ball goes with England, but undersized going against Imebabore, but showing absolutely no fear. He's just going to go in and grab that jump ball.
Exactly. I mean, similar story to what we saw in the girls' game. The Ireland team, just anyone coming off the bench, zero fear, getting stuck in, being aggressive, literally going after everything, and that is what you want to see, because they're the small plays, the little things that are going to decide who wins and loses the game.
As Timmy Babalola at the other end for England powers his way to the basket. O'Leary Griffin high off the glass, doesn't drop, but again, chasing the ball down. That'll be a foul, just a bit too much contact on there. He was trying to chase the ball to get a jump ball, but will be whistled for the foul.
Yeah, he's unlucky to get called for the foul there, but I mean, you can't hate the, sorry, you can't argue with the effort. That's what I meant, not hate.
So that foul puts Ireland into the bonus. As Levant Cham will be shooting 2 for England. Cham playing for the City of Birmingham Rockets this season. He was one of the players out there last year for the England under-14 team. Also representing England at the under-14 level at the Future Stars International Tournament. Had 5 points and 10 rebounds against Stella in the group stage last summer.
Yeah, a lot of players who have been in this situation before out there.
The ball's tipped into the hands of Ireland. Petito finds Eteri. Eteri, that baseline drive, swings it to the corner. And ball go out of bounds, but stays with Ireland.
Credit to Ireland in the rebounding battle to bear, because we spoke right at the start of the game that that's what's going to be, that's going to win, lose the game. And I mean, Ireland, they are undersized. You can see out there on the court, England towers are towering over them. But England 23 rebounds, Ireland 21. So not really that much disparity between the two. But again, it's because they've just been aggressive, been after everything. Even though England plays taller, as soon as they bring that ball down, they're just there. 2 hands on the ball, ripping it away from them. So.
And that's the thing, because when you're rebounding the ball and you're kind of bringing it down, if you've got a smaller player underneath there that's just like, oh, I'm going to take that.
Yeah, that's literally what we've seen today. I've not seen any box. Have we seen any box outs game?
Molly Windle had a really good box down in the first game for the girls' game against Ireland.
But for this game, we haven't seen any yet. I don't think.
We're on box out watch.
Yeah, we are. I mean, well, there might have been some, but they weren't stand out enough for us to notice it. Yeah.
That's probably the key to a good box out.
Yeah, if we notice it or not.
So over on court 1, Scotland are up 41-26 over Wales. And Tyler Clark off the bench with 8 points and 6 rebounds for Scotland. He's leading the way. And Max Marchant with 6 points and 3 rebounds for Wales. So you can watch that game live on the Basketball England YouTube channel, as you can for all the games throughout the weekend. Get your split screens going, cheer on all of the teams, or if you're in the area, come down to the National Basketball Performance Centre here in Manchester, because we've got a nice crowd building. It's getting very loud.
And come and get pictures with us, of course. And bring us food.
You can bring us presents as well if you want. You can just bring us stuff.
Yeah.
As the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be England possession. Ireland picking up full court here as Marcinkus looks to get it over the halfway line. Marcinkus dishes off underneath. Imavabore again taking the contact. Gonna go to the foul line. And what a pass there as well from Marcinkus. Saw his teammate was open. We talked about it before, the good shot, but your teammate's got a great shot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Marcinkus today, he has been a great facilitator. There's been a few times where he's either given the ball to someone who's in a good position, or he's initiated some great offenses there. But again, Imavabore, you can't argue with that. Just powerful, using his strength, getting to the basket, finishing under the contact.
And gets, doesn't get the bounce. Ireland's come away with it. Petito. Eteri. Shot bounces out. It's England with the rebound. Imavabore going to take it to the rack. And Elijah Imavabore is putting on a show. 14 points, 6 rebounds.
Yeah, he's leading the charge. Ireland cannot find an answer for him at the moment.
And Ireland will go to the foul line. Fouls on England. And Sean O'Leary-Griffin at the line for 2. Playing for St Mary's this season. He was named to the Super 7 All-Star team in the Senior Boys Cup final when he was playing for Knockaderi in 2023. They won that final against Currow. Gets the first free throw to go. Player that came up through the St Anne's Basketball Club program when he was playing for the under-11s team. Goes 2 of 2 from the line, and we'll have a substitution for Ireland as Conor Murray back into the game. So England possession. Kaminskas, guarded by Brunker. Ajayi round to Marcinkus. Imavabore from deep. It's off the rim, but Kaminskas picks up the rebound. And that's a foul against Ireland, so Emilas Kaminskas is going to go to the line. Oh, no.
Oh, baseline, apparently.
Well, the foul's on the board, and Ireland are on team fouls, so it looks like it should be shots.
Yeah, I mean, I think he just thought it was a baseline.
And it should be Kaminskas that shoot. Yeah, they've just they've established that. So Emilis Kaminskas was shooting. He was fouled on the shot. He's going to go to the line. He's got 2 shots to come.
Yeah, they're all a bit confused out there, but you know, learning curve, as they say.
It is. So first one doesn't go. And playing in the EYBL for the Essex Charge this season, had a 40-point game, 18 rebound game, 5 assists while shooting 80% from the field against ASE Budapest in November. That's outrageous. That's an outrageous stat line.
It really is.
He was doing it absolutely everywhere on court. And as well, players, you know, they're playing here for the national team, they play for their clubs as well, but they also play like a lot more basketball, don't they? Some players playing through the age groups, like teams like the Essex Charge playing in the EYBL as well. So it's a lot of basketball that these players play.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, a lot, as you say, a lot of teams like play different competitions. Some play different age groups. So, for example, like Ege Chapmakaya, they play under 16s, and he plays under 18s in the 18s conference for Magic, Trafford Magic. But then also, players are just practicing on their own, and that doesn't necessarily show up. I mean, that makes a difference between like a good player and a great player, doesn't it? What practice are they doing at home? When are they? How many shots they're getting up a day? When they practicing their ball handling? Some might even play like local league. It's just, you know what I mean, just playing. Anytime you've got a ball in your hand, anytime you're getting up reps is practice.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes training 2 times a week, once a week, 3 times, however many it may be in club situations, isn't always enough. So it's doing all that extra work that won't show up on wherever.
So that extra 1% as the time runs down for Ireland. 3 seconds at the end of the clock, and a tough move from Princey Hema with the time running down, fading away.
Yeah, some nice little hang time there. Was able to get in the tough shot over.
So England up 7 here in the first half. Imavabore has had the hot hand for England so far. Ajayi, round to Babalola. Babalola dishes off. Imavabore inside, double team, doesn't matter.
He just cannot be stopped at the moment. Every time the ball goes up from his hands, it's going in.
16 points personal for Imavabore as the ball's intercepted by England. And it will go out of bounds, back with Ireland.
Yeah, they're really putting the pressure on at the moment.
So Ireland ball from the sideline, Harley Brunker to inbound. Murray. Brunker back into Murray. And England will get the ball back. 2:35 to play here in the first half. Ajayi to Martinkus. Babalola back to Ajayi. Imavabore, ball's loose, picked up by Ettore. And foul will go against Martinkus for England. It'll be a sideline possession.
Yeah, just unable to get in the right position there defensively. Just on the back foot, tried to reach for it, but probably wasn't in the right position too.
So Dylan Amin back in for England. And Debo Adetosoye, apologies. Trying to read my own writing. So Ireland possession. Kelly. And gets the whistle. Joey Kelly going to the line. He had those 2 big threes in the first quarter for Ireland.
Yeah, nice little backdoor cut there, and then just forcing the contact to get to the line.
So Kelly at the line for 2, and Mani Onunemi back in for England. First free throw's good. Kelly up to 7 points. Cuts the England lead down to 8. Second one bounces out, ball's tipped. Onunemi comes away with it for England. Kaminskas. And Ireland called for the foul. So Emilis Kaminskas heads back to the stripe. And Kaminskas, 4 rebounds and assist, and 1 point so far today. And the England boys are going to be back in action later on today. They're going to be playing against Scotland here on court 2 at 5:30 for the last game of the day. So it's a case, isn't it, Isha, of you're playing now, but you're also going to have to play later. So you can take what you've learned from this game into your next one. But it's also, you mentioned it earlier, but taking time to rest, recover, and get ready for the next one. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, obviously you're going to learn so much from the game. It's just about thinking about your own performance, reflecting on it. Then yeah, eating well, I guess, stretching probably, because it is a lot of basketball. I mean, some of these would have been at camp all week, preparing for it, so their body would already be tired from that. But then now, ooh.
We got an unsportsmanlike foul called after the ball was loose and teams were trying to chase after it. So that's going to go against England. So that's going to give Ireland 2 shots and possession. That's against Mani Onunemi, his 2nd foul.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a few unsportsmanlike calls, but it's not been with malice. I mean, it's just unfortunate. You know, players are they're wanting to be aggressive, wanting to get after the ball. Sometimes it can just get a little bit carried away, and then they unintentionally go for the player instead of the ball. But
oh my goodness, that's I'm just having a stretch. Yeah, it's the nature, it's the term, isn't it? It's when you're not saying it's been, like you say, it's not a malicious call. It's just that there's no play made on the ball.
Yeah.
And the result is two foul shots and possession.
Yeah.
So Ireland possession. Brunker. Murray pulls up and spins off the rim. Ihema chases down the offensive rebound.
Yeah, Ireland players just not giving up there. Just constant pressure, constantly going after the boards.
As they race down the court, and Milicinas draws the whistle. He knew that was coming, didn't he?
He really did. I mean, really clever play from him. We've seen that a few times from him today. I mean, it was a 3-on-1 situation, but he just saw the England player come in from behind, just slowing it down. The nice little pump fake, and then forced it to the line. Let's see if he can convert.
Milicinas gets the first to go. Takes him up to 3 points, has 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And a +3 in a game that Ireland are down by 7. And we said that in the first quarter, like his impact out there, that just shows how much he's been working off the ball.
Yeah, really. He really has been working hard. Instant impact as soon as he came on the court.
Murray, long pass over to Milicinas. Final minute of the first half. Murray working against Amin. And an offensive foul called against Ireland.
Yeah, again, that's unlucky. I mean, things like that is, I mean, we said everything's learning. Everything is learning in this tournament. Just trying to work out how to use the contact, how to be aggressive on offense, how to take it up just without getting that foul.
Absolutely, as Ruben Constance back in for England. England possession, 44 seconds in the quarter. Kaminskas. Ajayi. Onwunemi spinning, hanging in the air, rejected by Ihema. And Kelly looks to answer, too strong. Ihema with the rebound. Milutinas going inside, pulls, passes picked off. And Ajayi takes it to the basket. He'll get fouled. Ayomide Ajayi going to the line for 2 for England.
Yeah, it's a tough player to contest without fouling, really. But
we can see it there. I think the block's coming up here. Oof, he's getting high up in the air. Ihema got that ball as it was on its way, but it very, very bouncy.
I mean, we've seen him get them offensive boards every time, even though he's not necessarily the tallest player on the court. But yeah, he just springs up every time and just pulls the boards down.
Ajayi gets his first points of the game for England. And doesn't get a roll on the second one. 7 seconds for Ireland here. Brunker to Murray. Murray, time running down at the end of the clock. And that'll do it for the first half. It's a 42-34 lead for England over Ireland. And England have been led by Elijah Imamabore. 16 first half points along with 6 rebounds. And for Ireland, it's been Joey Kelly off the bench with 8 points. And Prince Ihema with 2 points for Ireland and 4 rebounds and 3 big blocks.
Yeah. Proper showtime, highlight reel plays there.
So over on court 1, we've got Scotland and Wales boys playing. It's a 42-28 lead for Scotland over Wales. And it's 8 points off the bench from Tyler Clark, along with 6 rebounds for Scotland. And Max Marchant with 8 points and 3 rebounds for Wales. So Isha, it's been a close game. England pulling away a little bit there in the second quarter, but as we've seen teams do, we'll go to the locker rooms, have a break, and make those adjustments in the second half.
Yeah, really well. 15 minutes is a long time. Lots to talk through, but let's be good to see if they can implement that in the second half.
So we're going to take a quick break for half-time, but keep it locked to the Basketball England YouTube channel. And we'll be back with you for the second half in around 10 minutes' time. space.
Oh, nice.
Great pass back, finishes with the reverse. And nothing.
But they're reading, they know that they need to slow it down, and when they are slowing it down, they are getting offenses off it.
Onwunemi hanging in the air, kicks it out to the corner, and Kakamukaya in. Kelly, and hits.
Bounce, just shot the ball, lovely shot that.
Onwunemi answers. Murray, 4 seconds on the clock, high off the glass and in. Dishes underneath the basket, finished by Foley. Amin driving, dishes to Belaney underneath the
Unselfish basketball.
and a deep three. Connor into Foley, and that'll be free throws, cuts the lead down to 2 as Onwunemi drops it. Constance going all the way, and Ruben Constance picked out by Martinkus and throws it down. Eteri's there. Eteri on the baseline, finds a way, lays it in.
It can be really hard change to adapt to. A good finish there from.
Again, that baseline drive, space from the elbow for fun. An Islander fight. Emma Vabore spinning, hanging in the air, count it, and Emma Vabore going to take it to the rack. Elijah Emma Vabore is putting time. Runs down for Ireland, 3 seconds at the end of the clock, and a tough move. Emma Vabore inside, double team, doesn't matter.
Just cannot be stopped at the moment. Every time the ball.
Onwunemi spinning, hanging in the air, rejected. Onwunemi spinning, hanging in the air, rejected. Looking for some space.
Oh, nice.
Great pass back, finishes with the reverse. And nothing.
But they're reading, they know that they need to slow it down, and when they are slowing it down, they are getting offenses off it.
Onwunemi hanging in the air, kicks it out to the corner, and Kakamukaya in. Kelly, and hits.
Bounce, just shot the ball, lovely shot that.
Onwunemi answers. Murray, 4 seconds on the clock, high off the glass and in. Dishes underneath the basket, finished by Foley. Amin driving, dishes to Belaney underneath the
Unselfish basketball.
and a deep three. Connor into Foley, and that'll be free throws, cuts the lead down to 2 as Onwunemi drops it. Constance going all the way, and Ruben Constance picked out by Martinkus and throws it down. Eteri's there. Eteri on the baseline, finds a way, lays it in.
It can be really hard change to adapt to. A good finish there from.
Again, that baseline drive, space from the elbow for fun. An Islander fight. Emma Vabore spinning, hanging in the air, count it, and Emma Vabore going to take it to the rack. Elijah Emma Vabore is putting time. Runs down for Ireland, 3 seconds at the end of the clock, and a tough move. Emma Vabore inside, double team, doesn't matter.
Just cannot be stopped at the moment. Every time the ball.
Onwunemi spinning, hanging in the air, rejected. Onwunemi spinning, hanging in the air, rejected. Looking for some space.
Oh, nice.
Great pass back, finishes with the reverse. And nothing.
But they're reading, they know that they need to slow it down, and when they are slowing it down, they are getting offenses off it.
Onwunemi hanging in the air, kicks it out to the corner, and Kakamukaya in. Kelly, and hits.
Bounce, just shot the ball, lovely shot that.
Onwunemi answers. Murray, 4 seconds on the clock, high off the glass and in. Dishes underneath the basket, finished by Foley. Amin driving, dishes to Belaney underneath the
Unselfish basketball.
and a deep three. Connor into Foley, and that'll be free throws, cuts the lead down to 2 as Onwunemi drops it. Constance going all the way, and Ruben Constance picked out by Martinkus and throws it down. Eteri's there. Eteri on the baseline, finds a way, lays it in.
It can be really hard change to adapt to. A good finish there from.
Again, that baseline drive, space from the elbow for fun. And Ireland are fine. Emma Vabore spinning, hanging in the air, count it, and Emma Vabore going to take it to the rack. Elijah Emma Vabore is putting time. Runs down for Ireland, 3 seconds at the end of the clock, and a tough move. Emma Vabore inside, double team, doesn't matter.
Just cannot be stopped at the moment. Every time the ball.
Onuinemi spinning, hanging in the air, rejected. Onuinemi spinning, hanging in the air, rejected. Looking for some space.
Oh, nice.
Great pass back, finishes with the reverse. Welcome back into the National Basketball Performance Centre here in Manchester. It's the Under-15 Home Nations Tournament weekend, and we're getting ready for the third quarter between England and Ireland boys. England currently with a 42-34 lead over Ireland as we head into the third quarter. But it's been a real back and forth game so far. Ireland having gone on, there we are on the camera. Ireland having gone on a run. England having gone on their run, and basketball is a game of runs, Isha.
It really is, a game of many runs up and down the court, yeah.
And over on court one, we've got Scotland playing Wales boys. Scotland with a 59-32 lead. So loads of action still to come for you throughout today. After this game, we've got the England girls playing Scotland girls at 3 o'clock here on court 2. And Wales and Ireland girls will be on court 1 at 3 o'clock also. And rounding out the day at 5:30, we'll have the Wales and Ireland boys and the England and Scotland boys. But back out on the court here now, England and Ireland get the third quarter started. And what a pass there into Martinkus. Doesn't finish Ajayi with the rebound. And a foul on the floor. Emma Vabore finding Martinkus there. Play ends up with Ajayi at the foul line.
Yeah, I mean, we said before, he's just a tough player to contest a shot, really. It's hard to contest a shot of someone who's 6'7" without fouling. But, oh, baseline. So foul before the shot.
So England ball, Emma Vabore off the glass, Ajayi with the rebound. Spins out Ireland. Racing back up the court. Ettore. And Ajayi there, you can see him just making a stand, making it really difficult for Ireland to get past him.
Yeah, it's really tough to finish off someone so tall with such a high wingspan. We saw a few of the players do it before, but It's not an easy task.
Kaminskas. Remember Bore, shot spins out. And Milutinas can't answer. That's a good look for him, though. We know he can hit that shot. Remember Bore out to Marcinkus. High arc in 3. Picked up by Hima. As Brazil has it for Ireland. Milutinas. Ettore, 3 doesn't fall. Remember Bore with his 8th rebound of the game.
Yeah, he's been cleaning the glass.
Ajayi there for the putback.
They did all the hard work stopping Ivan Bore, but then just no defender was on the cutter there. So positive signs because they were stopping, but just another thing there that they need to learn. That communication on defense to get out to that extra man.
Ettore going baseline. And the ball's out of bounds. Will stay Ireland possession. As we see James Belleni back in for England. Ireland ball from the end line. Brazil out to Ettore. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Ihema is going to have to put something up. Blocked by Ajayi. And Ajayi at the other end, going to take it all the way, hanging in the air, puts the ball in the basket, and going to go to the line.
Yeah, I mean, Ayomide Ajayi's had such a great impact so far this quarter. First half, he was a little bit quiet. I mean, his presence was definitely felt, but I mean, he's gotten off the mark this quarter, and he's been aggressive, attacking the basket, and forcing Ireland to foul.
And Ajayi, so 6 rebounds, 3 points, 5 points after that made basket. As it's an 8. It's a 12-point England lead. Ajayi picks up the loose ball. Belleni. And fouls on the floor against Ireland. That's the 3rd team foul this quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they picked up fouls quite quickly, but they're not bad fouls. They're not bad fouls. They're just people being aggressive. I mean, look at the size of O'Leary Griffin compared to Bellini. It's not surprising that's foul. Yeah, exactly. But you just rather you being aggressive than him standing off and just letting him do whatever he wants.
Yeah, definitely. As we'll see, Jamie Connor and Conor Murray back in for Ireland. Kaminskas' shot spins out.
And Ajayi again, cleaning up the glass.
Ettore. Murray, long 3. Belleni with the rebound. Kaminskas. And ball's knocked away. Will stay England possession. As we'll see Connor Petito check back in. Oliver Ettore heads to the bench for Ireland. Ettore with 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists and 3 steals in his timeout on court. Kaminskas finds Ajayi. Extra pass. Babalola to Kaminskas, 5 seconds. Ajayi, dish off to Belleni, can't get it to go.
Oh, I mean, he tried to get off the dunk, unfortunate, but great ball movement there from England, really just using the clock to their advantage.
And Connor Petito with a floater at the other end for Ireland. Will get his first points in today's game. As Ireland now force a turnover and get the ball back. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they're really making it hard for England to move the ball around at the moment. England are trying to pass the ball around quite quick, trying to see what shots they can get up, but Ireland, their hands are everywhere. They're being aggressive, they're in the face, and it makes it really difficult to move the ball around.
Connor. Pass inside to the cutting Petito. And Petito with back-to-back buckets.
Yeah, that's a great cut there. And amazing find just to see that he's there, passing it on the move.
The anticipation, and at the other end for England, Belenny forcing his way to the basket. Petito hanging in the air, won't get that one to go. Apologies, that was Brazil.
Yeah, again, we spoke about that tough finish, but James Bellini's just so tall. His wingspan, just all he needs to do is just stand there with his hands up, and it forces the offense to make a decision, just overshoot it.
You're anticipating it, aren't you? As Brazil with a long three. Liam Brazil.
Ireland just catching up a bit here. Just picking away at the score.
They've been able to hit from behind the arc today. We saw Joey Kelly with those 2 threes in the first half as Brazil stepping through, reverse. Doesn't go. I think the crowd behind us would have erupted if that had gone in, Isha.
Definitely. I mean, their hands are just everywhere at the moment.
As ball's out of bounds, going to stay Ireland ball, though. They are certainly fighting for every single possession.
They really are, and it's that sort of aggression, that sort of passion. You can't teach that. It just comes naturally. So it's great to see that all the players out there are really just giving it all that they've got.
As Luke Foley subs back in for Ireland. Brazil to Foley. And all the way to the basket. Connor puts it in, cuts the lead down to 7. And Jamie Connor with his first basket of the game, and what a time to do it. Ireland's going on a run here in the third, Isha.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, the momentum swung in their favour. They're getting their hands on everything. They're creating good offences. England are getting scores, but they're not using their momentum. England, they're getting scores, and they're not stopping Ireland defense. Whereas earlier in the game, we saw them, they were playing good defense, they were being aggressive, they were stopping Ireland from scoring, and they were answering back at the other end. This time, Ireland, the ball is being played, I mean, the game is being played into their hands.
Yeah, it's been a 9-8 run for Ireland so far this quarter. We got just over 4.5 minutes to play. And leading the way for Ireland, they've really, if you look at the scoring rate, it's been really spread around. We've got Conor Murray off the bench with 9 points. Joey Kelly with 7 off the bench as well. Players on 4 points that were starting. So they've done a really good job of moving the ball, haven't they?
Yeah, they really have, and we've seen it today. Just when they've moved the ball, people are moving, and they're getting really good looks at the basket because of that. But it's good to see that everyone's chipping. It's not just one person. Sometimes when one person goes off, it kind of doesn't give the other people a chance to kind of show what they've got, or give them an opportunity. No disrespect to the players that can go off like that, but it's great to see that everyone can chip in and contribute in the ball game.
And Conor Murray as well. I know we keep speaking. Sorry. Conor Murray, 9 points, 2 rebounds and an assist, a +7 in his time on the court. So that means Ireland are 7 points better off when he's out there on the court, and Ireland are down 7. So again, that shows his impact. Yeah,
I mean, there's been a lot of players who've had impact that don't necessarily show up on the scoreboard, and we talk about them a lot. But it's those little players getting on the floor, getting hands in the passing lanes, being aggressive, up in people's faces. But yeah,
they all add up, don't they? And they're like, as you say, don't show up on the stat sheet, but having a player that does those kind of things, it's so invaluable out there on a team.
Yeah, exactly.
So it will be England's ball from the baseline. It's a 7-point England lead. Ajayi catch and shoot, doesn't drop. Foley. And again, takes it to the basket. Connor's shot spins out. Ball's loose, picked up by Petito. And Murray will slow things down. Brazil from deep. Tipped by Foley. And Ireland keep possession.
It just feels like every loose ball at the moment, Ireland just there straight away. Not that the England players aren't trying, but Ireland just doing that extra bit that they need just to secure that ball. And there's been a lot of loose balls this game.
So England lead by 7. Marcinkus to Kaminskas. Ajayi. Babalola finds Marcinkus in the corner, baseline. Looks to pass out. Babalola's there for 3. Doesn't go, and Ajayi tips the ball to himself, gets the whistle. And Ayomide Ajayi heading back to the foul line. He's on 5 points, 6 rebounds, has 3 blocks.
Yeah, his presence has definitely been felt, but I mean, Ireland still not box him out. I still don't think I've seen a great box out this this game.
So that foul there is going to be foul number 5 on Luke Foley. So he's going to have to take a seat for the rest of the game. And we'll see him go again against Wales later on today at 5:30. But Luke Foley, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And again, a +1, so he has been working so hard off the ball. And we spoke about fouls earlier as well. The whole tournament, the whole weekend, a real learning experience for players, and it's learning to play with fouls and to the way you kind of have to adjust sometimes when you're in foul trouble, because you can't play the same you normally would. So
yeah, exactly. And that experience, you're not going to be able to get that in a training session. In a training session, you're never going to be on 4 fouls in a situation where you need to be aggressive but not foul. And ooh, great take to the basket there.
Babalola with a tough finish. Yes,
Nice.
and one opportunity. That was just, the ball felt like it was on the rim. We were just waiting for it to spin in.
Yeah, it really did, but a nice little Euro step there, just faking the defender out, getting him to shift his position just so he's able to create space at the rim.
So Babalola at the foul line, playing for the Manchester Magic. Represented England at the under-14 Tri-Nations this time last year. And completes the 3-point play. As it will be an 11-point England lead. England stretching out a little bit here after that Ireland run earlier on.
Yeah, but they've still got time. I mean, 13 minutes.
Still a lot of time as foul there on Mane Onwunemi for England. That'll put him on 3. Connor for Ireland, over to Murray. Brazil. Ball's knocked out of bounds, stays Ireland ball. And a substitution for Ireland. Yes, Milutinas checks in, and Connor Petito heads to the bench for a well-deserved rest. Petito, 4 points and a rebound, a couple of steals for him. Brazil for 3, hits it! Liam Brazil from behind the 3-point line.
Yeah, big shot for Ireland there. But their hard work is paying off, just moving that ball around, getting that open look.
And that's 2 threes for Brazil so far. You see it on the replay, just catch and shoot. Gets himself into position, and a big basket for Ireland as England and Mane Onwunemi will go to the foul line.
Yeah, because I mean, England, they've tried to pull away a little bit, but Ireland, they're just staying just within reach, just kind of keeping it under a double-digit lead.
just chipping away, aren't they? It's just like chipping into it.
And that's the thing. They're not going to all of a sudden within a minute realistically catch up with the lead, but they've still got time, enough time left in the game to slowly bring it within a couple of points.
Milutinas. Shot doesn't fall, chased down by Ihema with the rebound, so Ireland will get another chance on offense. Connor finds Milutinas, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Out to Connor, 2 seconds, has to put something up. Will be just one pass too many there as the shot clock runs down.
Yeah, probably needs to get something off a little bit sooner there, but we spoke about this before as well. Yeah, we spoke about this before as well. Playing with a shot clock. I'm not sure what the regulation in other places, but not all these players would have played with a shot clock before, only with the referees counting their head. So just being able to see the clock and see the floor at the same time.
To visually see the clock that's counting down. Kakmakaya back in for England. Martinkus. And intercepted by Murray. Milutinas has it back to Murray. Great save there from Milutinas. And foul called on England. So that'll be their third team foul. So we'll have a timeout called by head coach Gareth O'Reilly for Ireland. His assistants Gareth Winders and Pat Curran. Gareth O'Reilly, head coach for the Ireland under-14 boys, has experience as the assistant coach for the under-20 Ireland men, and we've spoken about it being a learning experience for players, but it's also a learning experience for coaches, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, different players, different environment. You know, getting a group of players, you're not only having to work on the players' development, you need to work on the team's development. And for a coach, it might be difficult. You know, you don't know what all the players are, you don't know what their strengths are, you don't know what their weaknesses are. You might not be used to playing with taller players. There might be some smaller players. So just everything is a new experience. Playing against competition that you never played before. I mean, the thing is, when you play National League, when you coach National League, you tend to be playing against the same players, against the same coaches. Yeah. But it's good to have just new faces, basically.
It is, definitely. So this is the Under-15 Home Nations tournament this weekend. We've got more games tomorrow. And then the Under-14 Home Nations tournament will take place on the 13th to the 15th of June. That'll be in Scotland at East Kilbride. And then the Under-17 Home Nations tournament will be later in June, the 27th to the 29th, and that's taking place in Cardiff at the Cardiff Met Archers Arena. So lots more basketball to come. We've got loads of youth basketball. We've also got the GB teams out at Eurobasket this summer, the men and women having both qualified. And the women will be heading over to Germany in just a week's time, a couple of weeks' time, as the Women's Eurobasket starts on the 18th of June. So basketball never stops, does it, Isha?
No, it really doesn't. And if it's not 5-on-5, it's 3x3.
Exactly. So the 3x3 men, having qualified for the World Cup, they'll be out in Mongolia again in a couple of weeks' time. Like mid-June is basketball season.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a great time to take a week off work and watch basketball, as I'm going to do, because it's my birthday.
Fair enough.
So, should we get the camera back on court? So, just under 2 minutes to play. It's a 10-point England lead. And Ireland have the ball. Now, just discussing. So let's take a look over on court one. Scotland up 80-36 over Wales. Rory Martin with 12 points off the bench for Scotland and 4 rebounds. And Darko Agayapong with 14 points and 6 rebounds for Scotland. And Charlie Bartlett, 10 points for Wales. So back on court, Brazil fading away, can't get it to go. England come away with the rebound. And easy too for Ime Vabore. I say easy, wasn't easy, but he makes it look easy.
Yeah, he really does. His presence today has been unmatched. He's been such an impact on the court every time he's there. He's able to get to the basket. If he's not scoring, he's drawing the foul, but I don't think he's missed many.
He was 100% in the first quarter. As Amin finds him over Bore, long pass over to Babalola. Marcinkus has it. And a strong double team there from Ireland. And blocked by Brazil. And time running down for England. 1 second, has to put something up there. Babalola at the end of the clock, doesn't go. Imavabore puts it in off the glass.
Yeah, it was a great defensive possession by Ireland, but again, they did all the hard work, and it's just that little rebound that just basically throws all the hard work away, because England still got a score, a pretty easy score. They just need to get bodies on men, but at the same time, because the double team, a lot of the defense was higher up, so they weren't in a position to boxing out. So it was literally just Prince Aheem all by himself there, trying to get the rebound with 3 England players around him. So, but no, positive signs from Ireland. That double team is really strong at the top.
Yeah, and really ran down the clock as well, and it's tough, isn't it, when you play defense for 24 seconds and the offensive board goes to England.
It really is.
And you've got to kind of do it again.
I know, Marcinkus there, just able to actually get out of that trap. That double team was pretty impressive.
O'Leary Griffin looking for a way into the basket, has to pass out. Brazil's there, 6 seconds, 4 seconds. Brazil with a deep 3, all the way from Rio de Janeiro. That is a big 3 for Ireland. Babalola, Imavabore can't answer. Babalola's there for the rebound and puts it back in at the buzzer. Liam Brazil, though, for Ireland, absolutely on fire today.
I mean, I would have said all the way from Dublin or something, but...
It was way farther than that.
No, yeah, I mean, big shot that. Definitely a great way to end the third quarter. Going into the fourth, taking that momentum on, that big three-pointer from Rio de Janeiro, as you said. But yeah, it's a shame they couldn't get a stop on defense there, but nevertheless, it was still a big shot. Another chip into that England lead. Timmy Babalola just able to get up that nice little layup from underneath the basket. All good signs for Ireland, though, going into, or good signs for England with the lead going into fourth quarter, but good sign of Ireland from the way they're playing, taking that momentum into the fourth quarter.
So leading the way for Ireland, Liam Brazil on 9 points and a rebound. Prince Ihema 2 points. He has 10 rebounds, 6 of them offensive.
Wow.
And he's got 3 blocks as well. And then for England, leading the way, no surprise, Elijah Imavabore, 20 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double for him. And off the bench, Timmy Babalola, 13 points and 4 rebounds.
What's the steals column looking like?
That's it. We've not got any kind of crazy steal column stats at the moment. Nothing like the 9 and 10 we had in the first game.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oliver Etteri leading the way for Ireland with 3 steals. And for England, we've got a few players on 2 steals. Levant Cham, Mani Onwunemi, and Domas Marcinkus all on 2 steals, sorry. And if we take a look over in the Scotland and Wales boys game, four steals from Meshach Modeste, along with 2 points and 8 rebounds for Scotland. He's the leading stealer at the moment.
Yeah.
So teams going back out on court for the fourth quarter. With 1 more quarter playing. Coming up after this game at 3 o'clock, we will have the England girls against the Scotland girls here on court 2. On court 1, it'll be Wales and Ireland girls. And then rounding out the day at 5:30 as Kelly into the game, steals the ball, blocked in the air by Onwunemi.
Oh, God.
Foul called, so Kelly heads to the line. Onwunemi was getting up there in the air.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, he's able to pin that ball, but think he just went into the cylinder of Joey Kelly, which is why he's at the line. But what a great display of athleticism that was.
As Kelly can't get the roll on the free throw. Over on court one, we have finished the game between Scotland and Wales. Scotland coming out on top 92-48 in that one. As Dylan Amin for England finds Kakmakaya, works against Ettore. Amin, three, off the rim. O'Leary Griffith chasing the ball down, going coast to coast. And it's that floater we've seen from O'Leary Griffin.
It really is, over the tall defender again.
And it's as he steals the ball, holds on to it. O'Leary Griffith up at 6 points.
They've come out at this to start this quarter fighting.
O'Leary Griffith spins, keeps the ball alive. Knocked out of bounds, will stay Ireland ball.
I mean, Ireland have definitely carried on that momentum from that big three-pointer at the end of the third into this quarter, which is a good thing for them.
Ettore, Brazil. And England pick up the loose ball. Oh, stops on a dime. Mani Onwunemi. The timing and the patience there. He's going to go to the line, a chance for an extra one at the stripe.
Yeah, again, we've seen that as well a lot today, just being able to draw fouls, especially on fast breaks, just reading where the defender is, using that nice little fake and baiting them to jump.
As Onwunemi gets the free throw, takes him up to 10 points. Brazil. Kakmakaya picks off the pass. Onwunemi takes it underneath, dishes off, extra pass to Ime Vabore. And he's up to 22 points.
Yeah, what a break from England there. I mean, first of all, long pass. Oh.
And Kakmakaya lays it in. I thought we were going to get a throw down. Everyone held their breath there, but
ourselves included.
Kakmakaya taking the the safe basket there. He's getting the points on the board. As we'll have a timeout, and England just stretching out this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, say it's worth the same amount of points at the end of the day, and if he knows that, you know what I mean, if he's not 100% confident, it's better to take the safer option. So, yeah, fair enough.
So it's been a 9-0 run so far for England this quarter, and it shows how quickly things can change, doesn't it? We've played around 96 seconds so far in this quarter. Ireland were able to chip in and pull it a bit closer, but England just able to answer and pull away. Yeah,
they really have. I mean, it did feel like the momentum was on Ireland's side, but yeah, England kind of just taking the game as it came on, getting their hands in the lanes. They are a taller team. They're just playing into their game. They're playing their type of basketball. Before they were playing into Ireland's hands, but now they're using what they've got at their advantage. I mean, they're high, they're powerful when they go to the basket. They're not settling for them outside shots anymore. They're going in strong, and they're getting the looks, they're getting the scores.
Absolutely, 46 points in the paint for England compared to 26 for Ireland. England are shooting 41% from the field. And rebounding-wise, it's been 50 rebounds for England, 43 for Ireland. So we said at half-time they were, I think, just a 3-rebound difference.
Yeah.
England having pulled, again, I keep saying pulled away, but they've been able to just kind of step it up a little bit, rebounding-wise there in the second half.
Yeah, they haven't. It's them little extra rebounds, like, could be them extra few that are really going to make a difference, especially in this game, because it is still quite close. It's not a large margin, but it was within 1 digit before, so they're the little things that are really going to be the difference between winning and losing, and it's practicing it in the game as well. We spoke about it all day. In-game experience is invaluable.
As Kakmakaya will throw it down this time, and he's been reading those passing lanes really well. And Onwunemi for England, gonna take it to the rack. Mani Onwunemi dunks it home.
Yeah, back-to-back dunks for England. If that isn't a way to make a statement, then I don't know what is.
And long two doesn't drop. Onwunemi going inside, hand off. Imamabore doesn't get it to go, gets his own rebound. Cleaning up the glass, he's up to 24 points. As Gareth O'Reilly wants a timeout for Ireland to talk things over.
Yeah, I mean, this Ireland team, they look a little bit deflated. They did come out strong, but I mean, them two dunks, regardless of the fact that they're both only worth 2 points, it does take it out of you. I mean, it's a big play. The momentum's with the England side, they're cheering. It's a big play. It's a highlight play at the end of the day. So good idea to take a timeout, kind of just regroup, because they're not in a bad position. They have been doing some really good things well, but they just need to carry on doing what they were doing before. Instead of settling for those, it's them passes at the top currently, which England keep picking up. They're getting a hand in the lane. Maybe they need to fake it and then go back door, or just not even settle for them, settle for a handoff instead. But if they keep making those passes from the wing to the top, England are going to keep getting their hand in the lane, punishing them at the other end, and they're just going to get even more deflated. But they shouldn't be deflated because they put up a good performance.
They have. They played very, very well, and they've also have. So the teams will have another game at 5:30 today. England will be taking on Scotland. Ireland will be facing off against Wales. So, as we've said, it's those instances in this game you're going to say, okay, what didn't quite work so well for us, and we'll take it going into that game against Wales or into that game against Scotland.
Yeah. So a lot of things to learn from, and we said it all day. We're just going to keep saying it, but learning experience. They just need to take what they've got, see what their mistakes are, reflect on their performances, and just do better the next game.
So teams coming back out on court, 7:32 to play. And it is Ireland ball. Ettore. Hands off to Murray. Murray. And he'll hit from behind the... Was that... Oh, we got a long two. No, it was a three. He does hit from behind the three-point line. And Ireland really firing from three today.
Yeah, they have. And they've been quite successful in parts from it.
So 6 threes for Ireland. England hitting 2 from the three-point line. So Harley Brunker will inbound. Petito. Murray, step back. Goes through, too strong. Kakamukaya with the rebound. Petito comes up with the steal. Connor dishes over to Petito, extra pass, and Brunker gets his first points of the game.
Yeah, good break from Ireland there. I mean, taller defender, 3-on-1 situation, just moving that ball around, sharing it, and able to get the score.
Onwunemi hanging in the air, finishes at the rim.
Got some hang time there, great finish.
Connor, too strong, picked up by Onwunemi. Constance, underneath. Ooh. How did he get that one to go in?
Just leaping around there, really got traveled some distance. He's able to find the net though.
Looked like he was right underneath the basket. That's such a difficult angle.
Yeah, it's great he was able to get that off.
Connor kicks it down. Petito back inside to Connor.
Beautiful pass that, nice and powerful, just straight into the hands of his teammate. Setting him up for the easy shot.
Jamie Connor up to 4 points as Kakukaya's shot bounces out. Brunker finds space going inside. Ettore. Picked off by England. Onwunemi racing up ahead. Needs some help, needs to try and pass out of it. As Kakamukaya has Amin. Onwunemi. Not that time. Brunker and Amin fighting for it for the loose ball as Constance shot bounces around everywhere. And a dish off to Petito. Not that time. Murray. Ettore. Shot bounces out. We've seen a few of those each. The shots, it feels like it's halfway down the hole.
Yeah, it really does. Just in and out. I mean, unfortunately, they can't drop, but it's good that they're able to get off them shots in the first place.
It's a case of, like we said it before, you create the space, you get to the basket, the shots are going to come. That's something that's going to come. Half the hard work is being able to get the look that you want.
Yeah, exactly. And we've said it before. I mean, all the professionals, look at some of the best shooters in the world. They don't make, even they don't make, even they don't make every single.
I think there's just a dog coming to the venue. I think that's why Isha's laughing. Because it was just a surprise to see a dog. But yeah, even at the highest level, you aren't going to make every single shot that you take.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's what you need to learn. So yeah, just being that fact that they're able to get off these good looks at the basket, high percentage shots at this level already. I mean, yeah, as we said, the shots will come eventually.
So if we take a look at the leading scorers for England, it is Elijah Imababore, 24 points and 12 rebounds. A big double-double for him, shooting 50% from the field. Timi Babalola off the bench with 13 points and 4 rebounds. And Mani Onunemi off the bench as well, 14 points, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And for Ireland, it's been Conor Murray. Conor Murray with 12 points, 2 rebounds, an assist and 2 steals. Liam Brazil, 9 points, hitting 3 of 4 from behind the three-point line. And Joey Kelly with 7 points off the bench. So back out on court, we've got just over 4 minutes to play. And pass is read by Ihema, steals the ball away. And Brunker can't quite save it in. Sometimes you play so fast, don't you, that you're almost a step ahead of yourself.
Yeah, like sometimes either your body's ahead where your brain is, your brain's ahead where your body. But yeah, again, just things to learn and settle into.
Constance spinning inside, off the glass, and Ruben Constance.
Yeah, tough moves to the basket there. Nice little spin, protecting the ball from the defender, able to finish.
Ettore. And ball's out of bounds. Stays with Ireland. Constance able to get a hand on it. As Ettore works his way inside. And that'll be an out of bounds. Good defense there from England, and James Delaney just standing in the way.
Yeah, which we've spoken about that a lot. I mean, we've spoken about everything a lot today, let's be real. But yeah, just on defense, especially tall defender, it's really tempting to bring your hands down, try and swat at the ball, but just keeping your stance, letting the player come into your chest, just what you need to do.
Martinkus. Ajayi. Back to Martinkus. Going the inside. Triple teamed. Kicks it out to Martinkus. Time running down. And Babalola with the rebound at the end of the clock. But Ireland steal the ball as Ettore will find Brunker. Brunker taking it to the basket. And 2 shots to come for Harley Brunker. Working hard in his time on the court. He's playing for the under-15 at Dublin Raiders this season and dropped 36 points against the Blattes in the DMBB Under-15 Cup quarter-final in January. A player that knows how to play on the big stage. He hit a game winner for Blattes, against the Blattes, sorry, when they won at 60-59 back in January last season when he was playing for the under-14 Raiders. So game winners, 36 points, makes free throws. He can do everything. Ajayi from the foul line. And Ihema with rebound number 11. Brunker, long two. Ihema again with another rebound.
Just cleaning up the glass yet again.
That's his 12th. Along with 4 points.
Yeah, he might not have put up a lot, but he's still had such a huge impact on the game.
And a blocking foul called against Ireland. That'll be their second team foul this quarter. As we'll have a substitution for England. Debo Adetoysaye back in for England along with Levant Cham. So England ball. Cham. Marcinkus, extra pass, Constance. Three's too strong.
Oh, lovely ball movement, unlucky on that play.
And ball stays with Ireland.
Yeah, good hands there, just to get a touch on the ball, but not fouling.
Brunker off the rim, chased down by Constance. Constance gonna take it all the way. Too strong. Cham's there for the rebound and put back. As O'Sullivan will back the ball out for Ireland. Petito. And foul called against England. So Connor Petito back to the foul line. He's playing under 15 for the Titans. Again, a player on that team that won the cup final against Moycullen back in April. He's got 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists and 3 steals for Ireland today. And Ireland will be playing again at 5:30 against Wales. You can catch that live on the Basketball England YouTube channel. And a big thank you to everybody who's been watching us live here today. We've had some absolutely fantastic games. We've got loads more to come. As Belaney works his way inside, lays it in.
Yeah, strong finish there over the defense. Just able to keep hold of that ball despite so much pressure.
And a step out of bounds will get England the ball back. Adetoysaye into Marcinkus. England looking to get it over the halfway line. Cham spinning. Finds a way. And Ettore met in the air by Belaney.
Did he just hit his hand on the backboard there?
He looked like that's how high he got.
Yeah. I mean, there's been some great displays of athleticism here today. But he's a tall guy anyway, to be fair, so I don't know if it would take that much of a jump to hit it. But imagine trying to get a shot up over that. Imagine.
It's tough, it's tough.
It just makes it so impressive that some of these guys have been able to finish today.
As Sean O'Leary Griffin comes back in for Ireland for the last minute and 9 of the game. Oliver Ettore at the line, hits his first free throw. Takes him up to 5 points personal, along with 5 rebounds, 4 assists and 4 steals. Make that 6 points for Ettore. Marcinkus. Final minute of the game. Marcinkus spinning inside. Too short. Picked up by Ireland. Brunker racing up ahead. Stops, pulls up, and finishes.
Yeah, again, just using his speed, so just slowed it down. Waiting, reading where the defense is. Just got a nice easy score in the end.
Marcinkus looking for some space. And an offensive foul is called against England. So Ireland ball, 37.6 left.
I mean, Ireland could run the clock down a little bit here. It'll be interesting to see what approach they take.
O'Leary Griffin needs to get it over the halfway line, and that'll be an 8-second violation against Ireland. Good defense there from England, putting the pressure on the ball, forcing the turnover. So England will get it back and a chance to set something up here.
Yeah, I mean, 28 seconds, they're going to have to look for a shot.
$29.6 seconds. They've added some time on. Adetosoye, and Ireland will get it back.
Yeah, it's good to force that pressure there. Nice little double team.
O'Leary Griffin. O'Sullivan. Comes into Martinkus. O'Sullivan dishes off to Ettore. O'Leary Griffin hits! And a big shot there from O'Leary Griffin.
They're just cutting into that lead.
5 seconds, Blaney inside, gets the roll. And Ettore will throw it up at the buzzer, but that will do it. So an 87-71 win for England over Ireland. England having been led by 24 points from Elijah Imababore, along with 12 rebounds for him, a double-double, 14 points off the bench from Mani Onwunemi, along with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And for Ireland, it was Conor Murray off the bench, 12 points, 2 rebounds and an assist leading the way. Liam Brazil, 9 points, hitting 3 of 4 from behind the three-point line, along with a rebound. So Isha, a big win for England, and you know, a really close game we saw for practically 3 quarters until England were just able to pull away in that fourth.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of positive to take from both sides here. England, as you say, once they took the lead, they were in control for the whole game. Ireland, though, they didn't give up. They did manage to pull it back. I mean, if we look at their middle 2 quarters, the second and third quarter, England won both of them 20-15, but Ireland just been able to keep it within such a close
single
margin.
Digits, so yeah,
exactly.
Single digits. So while we get ready for the next game, that'll be at 3 o'clock. Isha, you're going to try and grab an interview with one of the England coaches, get their thoughts on the game.
Yep, I'll go over once they finished shaking hands.
So we'll go courtside with Isha shortly, but over on court 2 coming up at 3 o'clock, it'll be the Wales and Ireland girls, and then here on court 1, what did I say there? Court 1, Wales and Ireland girls. Court 2, England and Scotland girls. Should we rename the courts and call it like court?
We should be like, you know, like Wimbledon, centre court, and whatever the other one is, court 1, I don't know. Something like that. With little flowers on the outside or something.
So thank you again to everybody who's been watching us live on the Basketball England YouTube channel. We've had loads of great games so far today. 4 more to come today, 4 more tomorrow. And it's just been an absolutely fantastic day of basketball. And as we said, a lot of basketball still to play over the summer. International tournaments. We've got the home nations. Under 14s coming up on the 13th to the 15th of June in East Kilbride in Scotland. The Under 17 Home Nations tournament will be at the Cardiff Met Archers Arena in Wales on the 27th to the 29th of June. So we're going to head courtside with Isha very shortly. And we'll be getting ready for the game at 3 o'clock. On the Basketball England YouTube channel. So Isha has got England's head coach, Charlie Haynes. And Coach Haynes with the Reading basketball program, the lead coach of the JMA Youth Academy, the head coach of the Under-19s Academy men. Loads of coaching experience for Charlie Haynes. Led the Aspire South Under-13 boys team last year as head coach. But we're going to go over courtside with Isha and head coach Charlie Haynes for England.
All right, thanks guys. I'm here now courtside with head coach Charlie Haynes. Charlie, pretty decent performance at the start of the performance. How are you feeling after that win?
Yeah, good. I mean, obviously it's the first game we've had as a group. I think there's a few things that we're going to need to probably put a little bit of time in, and I think that's what this tournament's also going to be good for. It's a chance to play against really good competition, but also get to know each other a little bit for the team. I thought actually off a short prep time, I thought the boys did really well. I thought they executed some nice stuff, and throughout I was quite proud of them for being a team. I didn't think there was too much selfishness going on. I thought on the whole we moved the ball well, we looked to get what we were after, so yeah, not bad.
Yeah, so as you said, short preparation time. I mean, you don't have a lot of time with the team. A lot of the boys might not have played together before, so how have you found it trying to get this play as a unit and kind of go out there and perform like that today?
Do you know what? It's been okay because we don't have a lot of egos in the group. We've got a lot of confidence, but we don't have a lot of selfish egos. I think the boys have actually quite quickly got used to being together, being a unit. They got on really well off the court, and I've been really impressed actually with the amount of stuff we've been able to get in over such a short prep time. So yeah, this tournament's really good for that, and I think the boys are probably going to keep progressing because of that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they look really good out there today. Hopefully they'll just continue to do that throughout the tournament. But if you think there's a lot of things from that game that you can take, that you're going to take forward and work on?
Absolutely. We've got a few things to reflect on, I think. Is at times a little bit scrappy, and at times we probably had a few turnovers that didn't need to happen, especially in transition. It's just looking to maybe run a little bit harder, push the ball ahead, have a little bit composure when we catch the ball ahead. So I think a little bit more on the decision making, a little bit less on the rushing.
Yeah, I mean, you look really good out there today. Hopefully the rest of the tournament goes the same. But yeah, thanks for speaking to me today, and I hope everything else goes well. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Charlie Haynes. So we're going to take a quick break until the game at 3 o'clock, which will be the England girls against the Scotland girls here on court 2. On court 1, it will be the Wales and Ireland girls. So stay tuned to the Basketball England YouTube channel. We've got lots more action coming up.